Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Talk Virgin to Me. I am excited to discuss with you what to pack in all the fashion and maybe a couple little things that you may not think about packing, honestly. But I will start out by saying that, honestly, I suck at packing. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I am that girl that they make memes about, she has, it's this girl that's pushing like the biggest trunk ever and she has like 80 billion suitcases, or that's me. Because I get to this point where I'm like, ooh, I'll need that. Ooh, I'll need that. Oh, I think I should bring that. And then my suitcase gets fuller and fuller and fuller. And then I go, maybe I need a second one. and then I start bringing more. But honestly, I really suck at it. And you think that I would just be really good at it because I'm on number 29 cruise or 30? I don't even know. I've lost count at this point. I need to go back and count. But you really think that I would be better at it, honestly. And I'm not. I just last minute just throw stuff in. So I will say that obviously when it's your 29th and 30th cruise, doesn't really matter what you bring on board, but it does when it's your first one, or you're spending a lot of money to get on board. You want to make sure you get the right stuff. So for me, I'm like randomly shoving things in last minute and whatnot. So let's talk about it so you can know what to bring. But first off, I want to mention who I am in case this is like literally your first episode watching. I am Samantha from Fabulous Adventures Travel Company, and I own Fabulous Adventures Travel. We also run an amazing group on Facebook, which is called Virgin Voyages Cruise Tips and Deals. So join us on there if you have not found me on there. Join us there. We pass out all kinds of information. We do lunch and learns every Thursday, which is super fun. We do a Tuesday tips, which is always fun. Sometimes it's Tuesday tipsy. So if you've missed that and you are on Facebook, you're missing a good time. I promise you that. So join us in the group. So back to what to pack. Let's talk about this. Like I said, I suck at it. So I don't use cubes. I'm going to be honest, but people love them. So listen, if you are an organized person, buy the cubes. You can get them for super cheap on Amazon. Buy a cube and put all the things in it and totally organize that way. People love it. They say that they'll put their dirty laundry in certain cubes so they know that that's their dirty laundry. It's not mixed with other things. People have some funny quirks about the fact that they don't want their dirty laundry touching their clean laundry on the way home. So use the cubes if they work for you. I feel like I'm definitely not a cuber, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I can't stuff, right? Like there is more stuffing in my suitcase you can possibly imagine. Like it's like last minute, like I was mentioning, I'll be like, oh, I need this t-shirt. I'm never wearing that t-shirt. Let's be honest. Never wearing it. I might put it on for like a second, but I'm never wearing it. But it doesn't matter. It needs to be stuffed, and it needs to be stuffed in any spot I can find. The little corner crevice, the front pocket that no one puts anything in. I mean, what do you put in the front pockets of your suitcase? I really don't know. But I will tell you the things that go in the front pocket of my suitcase are my flip-flops. I love my flip-flops in the front pocket of my suitcase. Here's why. They're usually full of sand. So you stick them in the front pocket of your suitcase, sand is not getting in your suitcase. The other thing too that I love to put in there is this float that I'm going to talk about later. I absolutely love this float that I bring with me on my Caribbean sailings. If I'm in Europe, I don't bring the float with me, but this float is so easy to carry around with you, and I stick it right in the front pocket there. But honestly, other than that, unless you're stuffing in last minute, I'm really not sure what those pockets are for. Someone tell me, what are the pockets for? I'm just kidding. Okay. So let's talk about theme nights. We've talked about these forever. We talk about them all the time, but theme nights on Virgin. So they vary per lady ship, I should say. But every lady ship has Scarlet Night. So again, I say this till I'm blue in the face. Please don't be that person that's wearing blue, for example, or black on Scarlet Night, because you will stand out. You will be like the person that they're like, ooh, no one told them that you're supposed to wear red. And at that point, just go to the store and buy yourself some red. I mean, you need to be wearing red on Scarlet Night. So find yourself some red. It could be earrings. It could be a hat. It could be your underwear that sticks out of your pants. I don't know. Whatever it is you want to wear some red. It could be shoes. It could be a gorgeous dress. It could be a shirt. It could be pants. It could be a whole sparkly outfit, which I have seen. Or it could be, honestly, I saw this one girl. It was super cute. She was wearing like a robe. One of those robes that's like clear, see-through sheer, basically sheer, and then the armbands and like up here had fur all over it. It was darling. I don't remember what she had on underneath. There was clothes on underneath, I will tell you that, but it was a super cute robe. I was like, oh, get it. So make sure you pack some red. That is every lady ship. The other one is PJ night. That is every lady ship as well. So PJ night is the very first night. It's a great night. It's PJ party. Honestly, even if you don't go to the PJ party, wear your PJs. It's super fun to be wandering around the ship in PJs. Don't go to dinner in them. It's kind of weird, got to be honest. But especially if you're wandering into the wake, if you're in your PJs, it's going to seem a little weird. Most people put their PJs on after dinner. So if you have that question, that's the answer. Most people will put their PJs on after dinner. You will find one or two that are sitting at the wake in their PJs. More power to them. Have at it. You do you. You want to go to dinner in PJs? Have at it. But most people put their PJs on after dinner. And honestly, they'll go to shows in them. They'll go to the bar and then they'll go to the party. So have at it, have fun, wear your PJs. If you don't make it to the party, you're missing a good one. I will tell you that. If you can at least get up there for a few minutes and just kind of see the vibe and hang out for a little bit, you're gonna be pretty happy because it's awesome. The next party is We Fancy. It's not on all ships. So We Fancy is, at least I think it's not. Shoot. I don't know, maybe that changed. But anyways, We Fancy is sparkly. Gold sparkly is the chosen color. That's what the happenings cast and the dancers are in, or they're in all gold. You don't have to wear gold sparkly, but that's majority of the people are in gold sparkly. So I don't know that a lot of people dress up for that one, but you should because it's really cute. Like they do a good job. So wear something sparkly, gold, fun on that night. Also, the other one that is Heartbeat. It's called Heartbeat. That one's all in red as well. No one really dresses up for it, honestly, but you could. You could wear red sparkly, which would be not too much different from Scarlet Night. So honestly, it's up to you. The other thing that I've been seeing pick up some speed lately is the 70s night. So the last night usually is 70s night, and there are so many people dressed out and decked out in 70s, which is super fun. You see them in bell bottoms and flower power and I don't know, you name it. Any ugly 70s. I feel bad saying that if it was your era and you loved it. I'm sorry. It does have its moments, let's be honest, but you do see people decked out in that, and it's hilarious. So it is picking up speed. There are groups usually that are decked out in it. Have at it. Have fun. Go out in your 70s. So those are your theme nights. I'm sure I'm missing something. I hope I'm not. The other one that I totally have seen people really going all out for is the VHS workout. That's not a theme night. It's actually an activity. It's on board during Sea Day. You have to sign up for it, and people are decked out in their best Jane Fonda. So get yourself some Jane Fonda. Get yourself some Lycra, right? Yeah, Lycra. And shiny Lycra at that. And your best bodysuit and leg warmers and your best Reebok high tops and go for the workout. Honestly, the workout's super easy. So if you don't work out, it's totally fine. Go do it. Anyone could do it. It's like literally step touch. And at one point you're doing a shake weight. So the shake weight's hilarious. You're also laying on the floor at one point. You don't have to. Doing some leg lifts. I'm telling you, I know it sounds vigorous, but it's really not. So do it just to experience it, especially if you like the 80s. The music's great. Pour Some Sugar on Me is on there. And I can honestly probably do the dance right now for you, or the workout dance. But definitely people deck out in 80s there. Another thing is the question that I get asked a lot is, how do people dress? So I've talked about this a lot, that Richard's beginning intentions was to make it super chill because he's super chill, right? So the vibe was supposed to be really chill, laid back vibe. But majority of the people will dress at night. You will very rarely see people come to dinner in a t-shirt and shorts. Now, you may be in a t-shirt and shorts, but maybe it's like a polo t-shirt and some nice shorts. So it is very, very rare to see that. So like my husband, I will tell you, he does not dress up. So he will wear a nice shirt and a nice pair of shorts to dinner, which is a little different from the t-shirt that he wore during the day and the not so nice shorts. So we do at least get a little bit of a dress up, but most people go out like they're decked out and they're going out for the night, basically. So everyone usually changes and they definitely dress up to go out. And sometimes if you're, like me, there was a time, I talk about this, I tell the story all the time, that we were so busy getting on board and something happened. I think we were working like crazy and we had to go eat. We had a reservation at the wake. I showed up in the wake with a baseball cap on, a jean jacket, cut off jean shorts, and a t-shirt. I felt completely out of place. I will tell you that. But of course, no one's turning me away. They're not mad at me. They're not like, hey lady, why aren't you dressed up? No one's going to ever say that to you, but I will tell you that I felt completely out of place, but I survived, and no one said take your hat off, because if they would have, that would have been a disaster up top. But just know that you can wear whatever, but this is what the norm is. Do what you want. Again, it's a you do you cruise. You don't want to dress up. You, I don't know, want to wear whatever you want to wear. Go for it. It really, truly is a you do you. Just letting you know what the norm is, so that in case you want to go with the norm, then you can. Don't forget, obviously, bathing suits. I will tell you that the shops do not have that kind of thing. Like, they do. I take that back. They have bathing suits, but it's very minimal. So, like, you're not fine. Like, if you're like, crap, I forgot my bathing suit, you're not going to the shop and having, like, you know, a ton of options and sizes. I have no idea what those are. I have to be honest, because there's maybe 7 bathing suits in the whole thing. So make sure you don't forget a bathing suit, especially in the Caribbean. You're going to really want that. Men, same thing. I'm really not sure, to be honest, how many bathing suits are in the men's section, but there's not even a lot of men clothes. Or men clothes? Man. Why can't I say that? Manly clothes? I don't know. Anyways, there's not a lot of it. So make sure you don't forget that. Cover-ups, that kind of stuff. You can find some cover-ups actually on the ship, so they do sell that. They sell a couple dresses as well, so if you forget a dress, there's not a lot of red, to be honest. That's fancy. So they do have a store on board that is Virgin. Obviously, it's dedicated to Virgin Voyages, and it's a bunch of red in there. So if you forget your red, you could be wearing a tracksuit. You know, hey, it's red. Wear your tracksuit. Wear whatever you want to wear to Scarlet Night. But that one does have a lot of red. They also have those cute hats every now and then. Those captain hats that are all sparkly and stuff. So you can buy that if you want. If you didn't end up bringing anything red, you could wear a sparkly captain's hat. But yeah, so don't forget your bathing suit, especially if you're going in the Caribbean, because honestly, there is not much to buy there. Let's see. Toiletry wise, let's talk about that. So I get this question a lot. Shampoo and conditioner. So let's talk about the different categories. So XL, C terrace, and below have a pump of shampoo and conditioner. So that is in the cabin, in your shower. Shampoo, conditioner, and gel is all in there. I usually ask for a bar soap, a second bar soap, because they give you the bar soap for your sink. I usually ask for another one for the shower, just because I always feel like when you put that all right, I'm going deep here, people. When you put that shower gel on because I don't bring a loofah or anything with me. When you put the shower gel on the washcloth, it just like goes away. So you're like trying to get it to lather up and be soapy. No, it's gone. It's like soaked into the washcloth. So you're like putting all kinds of shower gel on this washcloth when I'm like, ugh, I just need a bar of soap. So ask for the bar of soap. I promise you'll be happier, because it'll lather much nicer. It'll get on the washcloth and you can use the washcloth. I know, weird. But if you bring a loofah, then you have no problems. You can just, squeeze on your loofah and use it. But if you don't and use a washcloth, then you're going to want that bar of soap. I will promise you that. So toiletry wise, like I said, if you don't care about shampoo, it doesn't mean anything to you. It just washes your hair, and that's that. It's there for you. So now with the rock stars, you get the, oh goodness gracious, I just had it in my head. Red Flower, I think it is. It's called Red Flower. You get that in the Rockstar, both mega and regular. So those will come in tubes, and they'll replenish that for you, and you'll be able to put that in the shower for you to use. So the Red Flower is good. I don't know if it's the same one, to be honest, downstairs in the sea terrace cabins in those categories. I'm really not sure if it's the same one. I would assume it is. I have no idea, to be honest. I should probably ask, but just know that it does come for you. It is an option if you don't care about shampoo, and it's just there to wash your hair, like I said. But if you're like me and I need good shampoo, you should bring your own. Because, well, I would tell you, sometimes I use the Red Flower. It's not bad. It does dry your hair out. I will tell you that. But yeah, I bring my own always. I will tell you that. Hair dryer. Hair dryer's in the room. Scarlet has a better hair dryer than Valiant, and I can't remember what Resilience was. I hate the hair dryers where you push the button and you have to hold it to make it keep going. It's like nails on a chalkboard for me. It makes me crazy. So that I do remember is in Valiant and Resilient. It's the push button that you have to hold, and it'll keep going. And then the minute you release it, it stops. But Scarlet, last time I looked, was a regular, toggle button hair dryer. And I always bring mine, honestly. And then Kelly steals it from me. So that's always fun. But I don't care because we don't obviously are drying our hair at the same time. So it works out just fine. But hair dryer, definitely, again, if it matters, definitely bring it. If it doesn't, you have one for you in there. This is something that gets asked all the time. You cannot bring an iron to iron your clothes or a steamer. No, 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 no. That will get confiscated before you get on board. It will be there when you get off board, when you disembark, but it is not going, they're not going to let you bring it on board. You can bring flat irons on board. You can bring a hair iron on board. But yeah, no steamers. Don't bother. It's really, because then you got to wait in line to get it back, and it's a pain in the butt. You got to wait in line to turn it in. You got to wait in line to get it back. It's a pain in the butt. So don't bring it. You'll be happier. Little extra things that honestly, some people don't think about maybe. Beach towels are there, honestly. So I don't think you need one. Some people ask all the time, do I need a beach towel? And I'm like, no, I've never brought a beach towel. I always take the ones in the room. That floaty I was telling you about, my floaty, it's like heaven. I have to tell you, I love that stupid thing. It's so easy to blow up. So basically what it is the two sides of it. I'm sure you've seen it. Literally everybody has one, and everyone now makes it at this point. I bought it on Amazon, but you can get it at Walgreens. You can get it at any like drugstore if it's obviously in stock, but you can get this thing everywhere. But on either side, it has plastic, and you blow it up. It takes like 5 puffs of air to blow up, honestly. And both sides you have to blow up, and then the middle is a net. And you can lay in it if you want. You can sit in it. You can actually have 2 people use it, because we did have 2 people use it before. So it does work. I've also used it in Key West off the yacht. We used it there. We had a good time. But majority of the time I use it in Bimini right there in the ocean. So get the floaty. I promise you will thank me. It's like $12, honestly. It was $7. I think the price has gone up now at this point because they know everyone loves it, and it's so portable. Basically, it is so easy to blow up, first of all, and so easy to carry with you. Like I told you, it fits in the front of my luggage. I love that stupid thing. It was well worth the $7. That's now $12. It'll be well worth your $12. So get it. People always bring one of those cups, like a Yeti or a Stanley cup or any of those, like, portable cups, basically. One of the things that people suggest sometimes is the collapsible cups. Those work good too. And a straw, because they use paper straws on there. So if you do like straws, if you do like your straw and you don't want to use a paper straw, bring that. I'm trying to think. I've never used the cup. To be honest, I really should. They give you water in a carafe in your room, and a lot of people pour the water in their cup and take it with them to excursions and whatnot, because they will not give you bottled water. So if you want disposable bottled water because you want to be able to throw it out during your excursion, you don't want to carry around the cup, then you're gonna have to buy that when you get off the ship and right before you get on the excursion. So plan for that, because you're not getting bottled water, plastic bottled water on the ship. So yeah, bring either a water bottle or whatnot to bring your water if you want. The other thing too is that people love are those magnets, because the walls are metal, so you can hang organizers or whatnot. I feel like, to be honest, the ship is really equipped with enough space, and I bring a lot of stuff. I am telling you right now that I bring, in a 4-night cruise, my suitcase is the biggest size it can possibly be. It is filled to the brim with whatever I've stuffed in there. I gotta be honest, whatever I thought last minute is gonna be the best thing in the world that I'm never gonna wear ever, 100% is what's in my suitcase. So, but I will tell you, even when Kelly and I sailed together, I mean, obviously it's easier when my husband and I sail together, because, he brings like 3 shirts and 3 pairs of shorts, and he's good. But Kelly and I, of course, have a little bit more stuff. I have more than her usually, but sometimes she's like right up there with me sometimes, and we've got a lot of stuff, but we fit. We have never had, we're never at a loss for space in terms of like putting our clothes away. Like when we decide to, I shouldn't say when we decide, when we unpack, because we do unpack every single time. But when we unpack, we're never fighting for space. It's always plenty of space. And then I usually use my suitcase to put my dirty clothes in. I just keep throwing it in there. But I will tell you, people suggest bringing those collapsible laundry baskets. I think the cruise is too short for it, but honestly, listen, if that's how you want to roll, you roll that way. So those collapsible laundry bins, people love them. They're like net. You can get them again on Amazon. And they, bring those and just put them up and throw their dirty laundry in there. And then I think you can just close them up and just throw them in your suitcase. So that would be a nice way to keep your dirty clothes away from your clean clothes if you're that kind of person. You can also do wall hangers I think I mentioned this a minute ago, but I didn't elaborate on it, was the people do shoe hangers where they can, shoe organizers, not hangers, shoe organizers where you can put little doodads in there, whatever you want to. But again, I never have that issue, but it could just be our room's a disaster. I don't know, and we're just used to living in it. I really don't know. But we've never used those. But people use them. So hands down, shoe organizer, hang it over and put whatever it is you want to put in there. Even shoes if you want. Some people say they put their jewelry in there, their hairbrush, all that stuff that they don't want lying around, basically. And the magnets will help hold hats. Someone mentioned that they'll hold, for your wet clothes. You can kind of hang them up there if you want. They also have that thing, of course, that goes across that you can hang your wet clothes on, but it's in the shower. So if you're showering, you can't put it in there. So the magnets will hold that kind of stuff up as well. For the pool, people usually like to bring those towel clips. Those are that's something people love because, of course, it's windy up there, so your towel's flopping around everywhere. It could be blowing off. So the towel clips or the bands, there's also bands that will hold your towel up. So that works good. It also works, obviously, at the beach, which would be nice when it's super windy. And then battery chargers. That's a big one. So I love my favorite battery charger that I bring, battery charger, I guess, is the magnetic one. I love that magnetic one. So I make sure that it is fully charged. I bring it with me on everything, and so I don't have to have a wire hanging from it. I just put it on the back of my phone. It charges my phone. It's just a little bit thicker than the normal phone, obviously, because it's got this thick, huge battery behind it. And I use it that way. So I love that magnetic battery. I have to be honest. It's like a lifesaver. No need for any lines hanging out of my phone, which I love. So I think I kind of went through a majority of my little trips, my hacks and what to pack fashion wise. Like I said, you do you. Don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. But majority of the people do dress at night, just so you know. And wear what makes you comfortable. I mean, as crazy as you want to be or as simple as you want to be. Everyone is so different and no one is judging you, honestly. The amount of stuff that I've seen on board there, I'm like, yes, have at it. I love it. I think it's perfect. I love when people go crazy. I think it's super fun. And I think everyone else does too because they're like, oh, that's so cool. So definitely enjoy yourself. Pack whatever makes you feel comfortable. And just have a good time. Let me know if you have any questions. Other than that, we'll see you next time. And I'm going to leave you with my favorite phrase, which is, you float our boat. And we'll see you next episode.